All right. Sound good? You sound good. You look good.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right. 3,
You
2.
already got it on record?
Yeah.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terri.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Talking Out Loud. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terri.
And we're happy you're with us today. Terri is just getting back from vacation.
It was very interesting.
Down in Florida.
Flight home was...
Yeah, you were going to try to make a surprise, we can say, surprise party now.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't happen because she was stuck on a plane and got off. While she was on a plane, got off a plane. Well, you tell the story. I wasn't there.
We were on the plane. The maintenance light came on. The maintenance crew came, got the light off, found out whatever it was. It went off.
Yeah, but would you want to fly a plane or, you know, not fly a plane, but be in a plane that had maintenance problems?
Well, if they looked it over from head to toe, but then they shut it down and restarted it, and the light came back on.
That's what I mean.
So then Ron, like Janet was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to go on this one anyhow. So we didn't know if they were going to leave us on the tarmac and try and fix it or what they were going to. So they disembarked us. But that little tiny airport was so crowded. And
it was.
Oh, yeah, because there's only like 6 gates. And then the 6th gate, there's 6A and B. And all of them go out to the tarmac, and you have to walk. There's 8 sections of planes, so there's 8 gates out there.
Where are you?
We were on 10.
No, where are you in Florida? What part of Florida?
Oh, we were in Punta Gorda. We went in and out of Punta Gorda Airport.
Spirit?
No.
Oh, you went to Allegiant.
But the thing about it is, I like that little airport because it's. Well, any other time we've gone in or out, it's smaller and it's not as crowded. It's easy to drop off and pick up real quick. And there is a rental car thing right, you can walk to it.
Oh,
like
okay.
the rental car and the whole airport, and even if you have to walk out to gate 10 or 12 or 14, whatever it is, it's still smaller than like Pittsburgh. Like Pittsburgh and on the international airports, the Legion and Spirit and stuff are always at the very end. Although Southwest was pretty far down there with us. You know, so we always know we're going to have to walk all the way to the end.
Oh. But we started at the end, so 2 hours later, you finally take off, right? Because you were supposed to take off at 1.
And we got there, and they started boarding 20 minutes after we went through the security. And we thought we had at least an hour before they'd even start boarding.
Oh, they already had started.
And then, and a lot of people got a message that we were going to be delayed. Like, did someone know?
That doesn't make sense. You're boarding, but you got delayed. What's...
Oh, yeah, because there were the people that weren't on the phone. And she was yelling names because people weren't on the plane. And then someone raised their hand and said, well, I got a message that this was an hour delayed. And so she said, oh my. And she went and talked to someone and a lot of people. And then Janet said, Mom, give me your phones. And here Mom got a message that they were an hour delayed. But Janet would have had to be there anyhow because we had to turn our car in by noon.
Right. Yeah,
so we had the rental car. So if we were an hour delayed, we would have just had to sit an hour. Because we had to have the car in by noon, or they were going to charge her extra.
But otherwise, you had a nice time. Got to see a lot of family down there, so you got to see family.
Yep. I got to see a couple cousins that I didn't get to see even last year. Ate out a lot. My brother and Peggy came down and said.
Yeah, so you had a good time.
Yeah, and Martin went fishing all day while we were at the beach that day.
Well, you got tan, that's for sure.
Peggy's tanner than me.
Well, she's been down there a lot longer than you too, though. But you were only down. You go to the beach almost every day, or no?
Well, I at least walked on the beach every day.
Oh, okay.
Except what day? Was that Thursday night? No.
Yeah, it was Thursday night when we had the bad rain here.
But I walked on the beach the next morning.
And you said it was
But
hitting
that day I did too. So, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We didn't have a day that was a full washout of rain.
Oh, okay.
We had a storm that one evening.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, I'm thinking Thursday during the day might have been, but I think I walked the beach in the morning. But I didn't ever sit on the beach because Wednesday was when me and Peg sat on the beach all day and I was kind of pink. But I put on my T-shirt and walked down and saw Debbie snuck up behind me. She must have walked all the way down the beach and was on her way back. She said, "What you doing? I fancy meeting you here."
Yeah.
And so we walked all the way down to her place. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're back and back into the swing of thing already, aren't you?
Well, we got into swing of things more than we expected to because you had Fenn.
I've been telling the story at work about Fenn. It wasn't croup. We thought it was croup. He stayed overnight.
But she says that's croup. She said he needs it. She was giving him his inhaler every 4 hours today.
It's even today.
Yeah, and then right before I left, I heard him a little bit raspy again. So he's going to be declared asthmatic if he doesn't outgrow this in the next year.
But yeah, it was a scary night. Wake up was like 11:30. He started screaming, couldn't breathe. So we ended up rushing him to, RJ came in from Pittsburgh. I think he knew. I think he had this sense that something, and then I even told you, I said, he's not.
He told Nathan before he left, he says, "I know I'm going to have to come in and take him to Children's tonight." He told Nathan.
Oh, he did. So he knew. Maybe he should have just.
When I talked to Nathan when I was coming after him after you on Sunday, Nathan said, RJ said he knew he was going to have to go to Children's tonight.
Well, he was right. I felt bad.
I wish we would have had an inhaler because at least it would have opened the airways enough that he would have quit panicking.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, it's a scary thing when your child or your grandchild, in this case, our grandchild couldn't breathe. I was ready to take him. I could have taken him to Washington Hospital, I guess. But Children's.
Well, they probably would have got a space, or especially if I knew that it was a butyrol.
Maybe we'd have got one.
We might have got an inhaler and a spacer.
Yeah, take that with us.
That we could leave here, and that way, if he's ever here, we have one.
Yeah. So anyway, I got a couple things we'll talk about. I don't know how long we're going to be here, but just a couple things we'll talk about. First thing I wanted to ask you, Terry, what is something, I asked this on Facebook, what is something you will never buy at a garage sale? Is there something at a garage sale that you think,
Undergarments?
Well, that's Annette said that. Who else said that? Brandy. She said undergarments. They both said that. Penny said shoes, which is true. An athlete's foot is contagious, which you got to be careful with shoes, I think, to a certain extent.
Yeah, but like
if you know the
taken
person,
neighbors' shoes and stuff because I know them.
Yeah, you know them, but that doesn't mean they don't. It's not like they go around saying,
like I just took all my Aunt Bonnie's, just give me
but do you
4 or 5
know
pairs
them,
of flip-flops. Yeah,
I mean, I think they'd tell you, hey, I got a fungus.
You might want. They probably would have thrown them away then. But she just can't wear them because of her feet, and she can't walk in them anymore.
Well, Tom said condoms, which I don't think I'm going to buy condoms in a yard sale.
Someone put a hole.
I don't know what kind of yard sale that would be, but I'm not sure. That's not what I'd be looking for anyway.
Sex toys, I would not buy.
Yeah, that'd be a little tough too.
I probably wouldn't even look at them. I'd be like embarrassed.
Is that what I think that is? Is that a tickler? Then Jody, remember Jody? We worked with Jody. She said a husband. I don't know what yard sales or garage sales she's going to, but apparently they're selling husbands. No,
selling husbands.
That's something new.
I've never seen any husbands at yard sales.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's new, but
like if you were single and you saw someone who's single and they said, "Hey, you want to go for coffee?
You want to go to a garage sale? I think there's a husband for sale.
Yeah,
out on Hewitt Street.
Yeah.
You have to do a background check first before you, I would imagine, right?
Well, in the earlier days, we could call your uncle.
Yeah, he could have done a background check first. We're looking for a husband at the garage sale over there. I just thought, anyway, I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So we had some people that
actually commented.
So that was
good.
Yeah, that was good. What do you think about a dog being president? I mean, it can't be any worse than what we got right now.
I know. I don't think it's bad. A dog or a cat could probably do the job nowadays. It depends on who's helping him pick his cabinet.
Probably another dog. They said this was brought up.
They might be better character,
Yeah, well, they had some reasonings why dogs would be a great resident.
Okay, I want to hear them.
Because dogs work well together. As long as they can sniff your butt, they're right there. We've had 3 or 4 dogs out at the pool.
They also usually can tell if you're nice. Like, you know what I mean? They kind of have a good character, And
they get along pretty well down there, for the most part. They work for the good of the pack, which is true. They protect their young and their elders, which is also true. This is why a dog should be president. They don't lie, cheat, or steal. Well, that's not true.
They'll steal
the stealing
food.
part, Anika,
oh, you drop your sandwich on the floor and see if a dog doesn't go.
Titus is good. Anika stole Nathan's pork chops.
Right off the counter,
off the counter. So the
steal
thing.
I don't know if they know that that's yours. They just see food and they
they get hungry, they salivate, and they're ready to chomp on it, so to speak.
I mean,
and that was one meal she wished
will let you know
she hadn't chomped on.
When you start cooking, he bang.
Oh, he's right. Yeah, he got that
his metal dish bang on the floor right behind you, and he don't want kibbles in it, does he?
No.
He wants whatever you're cooking.
A dog should be president because they won't spend money redecorating the White House.
Nope, only on food.
Just dog dish, maybe a fancy dog dish. It says Prez on it or something. They do not watch TV or tweet, which is true. I don't think they watch TV.
She says Cricket.
They watch the door.
She says Cricket watches dog TV.
They watch the door. They watch the door.
That's yes, which is good.
Look out the window.
And they always let you know when someone's coming around that shouldn't be there.
And it says finally.
They're growling,
Yes.
I mean, if they have a good character, sense, then hey, if they're growling, then they know you're here for the wrong reasons.
They can be neutered. That's the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Can neuter them.
So you don't have to worry about any extra children.
Exactly. No more little prezes walking around. But that's why dogs. There's another guy actually in, I want to say Texas, but I can't find the paper. He actually, he did it kind of as a joke. And then he said, you know what? No. And he had no name. He said, I'm not running for president. I just want somebody else.
Yes.
Can't we just have somebody else? But if that was the case, then someone would, pop out of nowhere and maybe be popular.
And the last time they did it, divided the party, and it didn't do
It's just all divided. We got to find some way to unite. But I'll tell you, the government likes a divided country. It's a lot easier for them to do all the crap they like to do. So
spend trillions of dollars within few days, weeks of each other, and we don't even look into it. We don't probably know the half of what they're spending.
Heck no. That's for sure. Calling in sick. Here's the managers were asked some very unusual excuses for missing work. And these are some very unusual ones. One employee called in sick because he didn't want to lose the parking space in front of his house. Which, can't you put a cone, pull out?
Did he live in RJ's old neighborhood? Because we had to walk blocks to get to his house. It was bad.
Well, that was the south side?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
That was bad.
So I understand him not wanting to leave. And miss. Can you put a cone there? Is that not allowed? I don't think that's allowed in some places.
Not allowed.
One employee called in sick because they hit a turkey while riding a bike. So
ooh, that would be kind of gross. Turkeys can be mean, too. They might have got really pecked.
Maybe, I don't know how.
If it flew up on her back, gobble, gobble, right in her face, you could just really get a...
Yeah, that turkey crossed the road and... Well, no, it didn't cross the road because he got hit by a bike. One employee said he had a heart attack early in the morning, but that he was all better now. So that's why he called in sick. He had a heart attack. Had a heart attack in the morning, but in the afternoon he felt better. So hopefully he didn't have a heart attack, but because I was having these chest pains before Terry went to.
Were they pains or were they flutters?
It wasn't pain. It was just a weirdness. It was just a weird
flutteriness.
It felt heavy. The night I told you, it kind of felt heavy.
That could have been stress then. But what were you thinking about? Me going away?
No, I scratched my truck.
Oh, did you? Oh.
with the key.
And then
I was mad at myself.
And I wondered if you were.
Yeah, you were leaving. I knew I wouldn't be able to get any sleep because your warm body is not beside me. And I went, and every noise in the house starts creeping up. Then it rained almost every night. And Thursday night, I didn't get any sleep.
So was it bad on the middle
Or was
roof?
that Wednesday? No, that was Thursday. No, it wasn't. That wasn't that. It was just.
No, because Thursday night I was still texting you.
It was Thursday. We were
all night long almost.
Because I sent you all those pictures of these poor people.
Oh, it was the wind was yeah. You sent me those pictures, and then the wind was whipping in my. There was 2 sliding glass doors in the living dining area, and my airbed was right up against one of them, and it was just all night. It was like whistling sometimes.
How was that again? So yeah, I don't. It just was stress. The kid's not feeling well. Maybe I scratched my truck with my own key, and I couldn't believe I did it. I did that, and then I put a dent in it, so that didn't help either. I went to get some tile, and there's no way. This is how cheap they make trucks now. I'm kind of got off my employee sick, but so for some reason, instead of just putting it in the bed of the truck. It was raining. I thought I'll just put it right in the back seat. Well, again, now the towel has box around it, and I didn't hit very hard. I missed. I don't know how I missed the door, but I kind of missed it. Bumped into the side, and it left a dent.
In your truck?
Yeah, right by the door where the door is, the back door.
Martin and Peg in their truck that they haul their camper had a little chip in their windshield over on the. Well,
that's because they're driving all over the country too. Yeah. It's bound to happen, but I don't know if that was it. Just all the stress of I don't know. But then I went to see the doctor, and she said, "You're stressing." I said, "Am I?" I might be. And then I felt better while I was there. Just like a mechanic. You take the car to the mechanic.
And it doesn't.
And you listen, you tick, 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 tick. You take it to the mechanic, it does nothing. It sounds great. Same thing. So I think it's my diet too. Now that I've changed and stopped eating all this crap at work, it's made a huge difference. It really has.
And how about at night?
And Kabuka, I'm drinking Kabuka now. Terri has converted me. Mm-hmm. I'm not drinking bottles.
Yeah, you're drinking my Kabuka too, which is different because mine is not as strong as what's in the store.
No, well, that's what you were saying because you said it was pretty.
Oh, because I drank it last week from the store, and it is like pure up vinegar, and it's a lot more fizzy than mine.
Probably a lot better for you then, not as.
Yeah, it probably has. It probably has almost all the sugar gone out of it, and yeah.
So are we drinking just sugar water? Is that what you're telling me? So I'm not really.
Well, we're getting some kind of probiotics because when I'm drinking even mine, I haven't had.
It has made a difference. It makes me feel full. Does that do that to you or no?
Yeah, and well, it makes like the bloatedness go away.
I haven't been bloated, but that chocolate does that. Got away from chocolate altogether.
Well, that's good.
Which is good.
What, milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
No.
Dark chocolate's not supposed to be bad.
No, they don't have any. I mean, if I had dark chocolate, I probably would take one piece, but I haven't eaten any.
Oh, well,
so I'm very happy with myself. Okay, calling in sick. An employee donated too much blood.
Well, that can make you lightheaded and dehydrated.
But they don't take that. They don't do it that way.
I know, they only take so much.
Yeah. One employee called in sick because their dog was stressed out after a family reunion, which is probably true. It's probably they were stressed out.
Well, yeah. Well, Zachary could call off every day for that because his dog is always stressed out.
Oh, that dog.
That dog, you just put your coat on, then that dog will howl.
Yeah, he doesn't like to.
He don't like to be left alone. He doesn't.
Another employee called in sick because he got kicked by a deer. So that'd be a rough way to get to work. The deer's outside your door just waiting to kick your ass. And he did. The deer kicked his ass. He had to go, couldn't go to work. And finally, an employee swallowed too much mouthwash and had to stay home. So those are just some of the things. If you're
why
thinking,
was he swallowing mouthwash?
I don't even know why you're swallowing mouthwash.
It's a mouthwash. You're supposed to spit it.
Yeah, apparently he's missed the fine print, although that's really common sense.
Well, you could even throw up if you drank enough mouthwash.
Do you ever have mouthwash in your mouth and you had to sneeze? Have you ever had that happen? Happened to me. Happened to me.
It would come out my nose.
It came out everywhere because I was trying to get to the sink and I did not
make it to the sink.
Because when I got halfway there and it was just too late and it was
and then we have
and it's all over the freaking floor. Ugh, that is miserable.
Mine would come out my nose.
It was everywhere.
Probably.
Just sometimes I wonder about me. That's me and mouthwash. Just
It's better than Zachary with his hemorrhoid cream.
yeah, use it as toothpaste.
Hey, almost, yeah.
Oh well, didn't he? Or did
I
he?
think
He
he
started.
started to. Or then it was like, oh, it doesn't smell right. Oh, and he picked up the tube, and it was like, just
wrong
think your
end.
gums would be numb.
That's the wrong end.
Your gums would be numb.
Is that what it does? It makes you
It kind of
numb?
numbs you. I think it's kind of like Oragel for your bum. I don't
Really?
know.
Is that what it is?
It's supposed to shrink the roids. Some people, Janet says some
Would it
people.
shrivel up his lips?
Well, Janet says some people leave it on their saggy eyes.
What?
Hemorrhoid cream.
Hemorrhoid cream. You don't tell anybody. You know, what's your secret? Hemorrhoid cream.
Hemorrhoid cream.
It pulls everything, put it right back in place. You put it on, well, they probably didn't tell me to put it on their eyes, but
Oh no, I'm sure it has a warning not to use it.
yeah, I would think so.
Near other orifices.
Yeah, please don't, use it for your elbows and that little stuff. I wonder if it takes care of that rough stuff on your elbows. Hemorrhoid cream. Because some of the lotion you buy, it doesn't seem like it works.
I know.
Is it cheap?
Most of it doesn't.
But they sell all this stuff for your skin and none of it works.
No.
It's supposed to beautify yourself with all these products and chemicals.
Well, that's why they don't have cures for things, so we keep buying them.
Before we go to break, let's talk about something that's near and dear to Terri's heart, and that would be: are you a waffle lover or a pancake lover? So they wanted to know if you're a waffle state or a pancake state, which they never told.
I used to like
they never really
waffles,
said.
but I like both. You're a pancake.
I'm a
person.
pancake. Yeah, I'm all pancake.
I used to love. I like waffles.
I'm all about the pancake. I don't know why I don't care for waffles.
Ben
They're really
sees-
about the
Ben
same.
sees me and says waffles.
Oh yeah, he loves.
First thing in the morning when he sees me, waffles.
He did eat. He had 2 waffles and he ate every bite of it. So he does like waffles. Wonder if that's gonna he'll grow out of that as he gets older.
He might like get more experimental, like different things. Like I hope.
But he's been doing. We've thrown
Waffles
some
for
things
quite a
at
while.
him.
Yeah. Oh, he
We've thrown other
does.
things at him.
When we had those breakfast sandwiches, and I would heat up, and he'd eat the pancakes and the eggs and the sausage out of it. So
They were saying that waffles were introduced in 1603, and then they grew. Well, there's Waffle Houses now, just about everywhere. But
I know, and they have chicken and waffles.
chicken, yep. And they were saying, do you live in a pancake state or a waffle state? But they only gave you like 5 of the waffle states and 5 of the pancake states. So I wanted to see if I could figure out where Pennsylvania is, but I never could find it. Like waffle states. Do you have any guess as to what a waffle state would be?
I would think PA would be because we have
No,
waffle
it's not in the
houses
top
all
5.
over.
I just gave you
Okay.
that answer. So.
Okay.
Can you think of anything else that might be on
New York.
a waffle state? No, not New York.
Florida.
No, they're not in either. I'm even looking at the pancake state. So if you name a state, like Minnesota is a waffle state.
Well, it is a waffle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the name of the state. You tell me if you think it's waffle or
Okay.
okay. Hawaii, is it a waffle state or a pancake?
Pancake.
It is a pancake. It's number 1 actually. How about Utah?
Waffle.
Damn, you're 2 for 2. How about Vermont?
Pancake.
Nope, that's waffle.
Oh.
How about Oregon?
Waffle.
Nope, it's pancake. Soon as I gave you kudos for being
Right.
you
then I got
haven't been
wrong.
right yet. How about Alaska?
Pancake.
Yeah, it's pancake. How about Maine?
Pancake.
Nope, it's waffle. Did I say New Hampshire? I did, didn't I?
I think so.
That's waffle. And the last, New Hampshire actually is waffle. See, you can be both.
Oh, they're on
They're on
pancake
both.
and waffle.
Yeah, New Hampshire. See, why can't we all be both? I'm just not a waffle. I don't know why I'm not a waffle fan. I mean, I am, but
I
you used to
love,
make
like,
waffles in your
blueberry
waffle
waffles
maker.
I know. I used to make them for breakfast or for dinner every once
The
in a
kids
while.
would eat them. They liked them in tacos.
Yeah,
You know.
usually ate them when we usually ate tacos when you were working all night.
Yes, you did the taco. Yes, they did tacos when I was not around because I'm just not a taco. Just not a taco person. You know, when it's sunny outside, do you feel like you should be doing something else rather than sitting in the house?
Oh yeah, I want to be outside.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about all the things last week that I was hoping to get done and didn't get anything done. Like all the flower beds need all cleaned out. We need to cut grass.
I know. There's so
I should be
much
cutting
for me
grass
to
right
do.
now.
I know, but there's so much. There's no way I can get everything done tomorrow even.
I don't know how people do. Well, I mean, if you work from home, it's maybe a little bit easier, or if you have that extra day. Now, we have Friday this week, but it's our anniversary week. So,
Already, huh?
Yeah. It's almost the end of April and
What day is the 20th?
Saturday.
Because that's what day everyone's
this
going
Saturday.
back home. All my cousins.
This Saturday is our anniversary. So happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
39 years. 39 years. Does it feel like 39 years? Or does it feel like 50?
It just
Be
depends
honest.
on the day.
Be honest.
It
Sometimes
depends
it
on
feels
how
like 60.
old, how old my body feels today.
Well, when you sit back and you think about 39 years and 3 kids, they're all in their 30s. Well, no, Zach's not 30 yet.
Nope.
I better not push that. Sorry, Zach. We want to get them on because they just got back from Vegas.
Yep.
And I want to hear about their Vegas trip. And everybody loves Zach because he's pretty good on here. He's probably better than we are, to be honest.
Probably.
He should probably be doing this. But he's too frazzled. He's a frazzled kid. He's got his own issues.
We said when I talked to him Saturday or whatever day I talked to him, he said, well, now I got 2 jobs.
Yeah, well, that was his own choice. So
we wanted to try this and see if he likes it.
But we're
It's
gonna
temporary.
We're gonna get them on here. Maybe do some jelly bean. Maybe we'll get Ian and Matt here too. We'll try and figure out something. We'll do that and get him back on. But yeah, it's just it has been a long week without you. You know,
Did it go slow?
it really didn't go slow.
It went fast.
It went pretty quick. It always does though. The weeks go fast regardless.
I know. I think they just go faster.
39 years of marriage. 39. And it's just,
We've
where
been
did it go?
married longer than we ever were single.
Yeah, that is true. It's just wild.
We got married that young.
Yeah, we were married young and having fun. Now those days are over.
They were over pretty quick because RJ popped up pretty quick.
2 years later.
A year and a half. I believe I was pregnant for our first anniversary.
Oh,
April, May, June, July.
you think so?
Yep, exactly. I got married. I got pregnant 1 year into marriage.
Oh, yeah, because that's right. Because January 87, he was born. So yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's just hard to believe how fast it goes. The 80s. Oh, what a time.
What's good time?
Graduation, marriage. I graduated in 84, got married in 85.
Had a baby in 87.
Had a baby in 87, had a baby in 89. And we waited till 95 to have the other one.
I think he
Well,
was
it really was. He was more of a
whoopsie.
surprise, but he was a good surprise.
Yeah, he was a good
I don't want to say surprise because he was a good surprise. We come back.
Although you kept saying, we have to buy diapers.
Well, it was like we were out of that whole, because
Diaper
for
phase.
for Zach,
7
RJ,
years,
7 years. I mean, it's just
From
like,
Nathan, yeah.
yeah. So, because, RJ was
Was
going to be
9.
was 9 in 95. So it's like, man, 9 years of, well, not quite 9 years, but, since Nathan. Then you got to start all over again. And then when he was born, he cried for, the entire time pretty much
Screamed.
that he was young.
He came out screaming, and for the first 8 months, every single night he screamed.
Colic. Whew. It was rough. But anyway, it's all worth it. 39 years later, here we are.
Yep.
Talking to each other on opposite sides of the couch.
Yep.
With a microphone towards our mouth.
Towards.
aimed right at our face. We come back, we're going to talk about a man that was 27 years old, and, well, he had a little issue. We'll tell you what that issue is.
It's not the same issue Zachary
It's
has, is it?
no, it's horrifying to think, but it can happen, and we'll talk about that when we come back.
Okay.
So you want to start a podcast? Maybe you're listening to the show today, and you're thinking to yourself, "Boy, that would be fun," and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great-looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. So,
what was wrong with this 27-year-old man?
This man is 27 years old.
He's a kid. He's the same age as Zach.
Yeah, he's 27 years old. And this is horrifying because he actually got hurt while he was sleeping. And
what did he do? Suck something up his snoring nose?
That probably would have been a lot less painful.
Oh no.
So
was he sleepwalking?
No, he was in bed and he rolled over and snapped his penis in 2 places.
Ow! How could he do that?
It was erect. And what happened was it turned into this eggplant deformity.
Oh,
and he was in excruciating pain.
All the time?
Because he fractured his penis in 2 places.
So
he shared the... Oh, absolutely. They say, and I'll move on to that now that you've kind of asked the question. There's several ways that it can happen. Oh, yeah. Like, for instance, for those of you that like to
I'm afraid I'm afraid of this one. I'm just totally afraid
if you would
of
like
it.
to, think about this, your significant other is on top of you, and you're doing pretty good. You got some moving going on. Well, what happens is if you get a little too much movement, and you like kind of
so if you start screaming,
if you go out and back in, and you kind of miss, it could actually fracture because it's. It's not a...
so if your significant other starts screaming in the middle, just jump up and get away.
I just caught myself squeezing my legs together. It's like, as I'm reading this story. So he shared... Here's the other thing. He had to wait 36 hours to get medical attention.
Why?
So because I don't know. I guess they were
they
back.
put him in the emergency room and they couldn't see anything wrong with him.
No, they knew it was wrong. I guess it was just to get him all, to get him.
Well, so do you
ready.
put ice on it like other fractures?
Well, I didn't.
I don't even know how to treat that if it would ever happen.
Poor man's got a bulge in his pants, but it's because of ice pack. So he said that doctors told the man that they heard of that he heard a snap.
Oh.
And because he was rolling onto his, as they call it, his erect member while he was sleeping. And he required operation to repair the tears. The penis is not a bone, so it's not a bone.
Well,
but
that's what I had said. That's
but
why I
it
don't know
can fracture when the appendage is subject to sharp, blunt force. So I don't know how he was rolling, because usually you don't have a penis, which makes sense, because that's why we're together. I mean, because otherwise you would know what I'm talking about. But when you have this, this occurrence, I would always think that as you roll, you would just kind of, attach itself to your, either that or attach itself to your leg, and you kind of just. So for some reason, I don't know what kind of bed he's in, but he, it's like he went up over a hill. He kind of almost like was levitating on it or something. I don't know, but that's how he fractured his twig. So
and it could have a twist because he was rolling.
They say in a lot of cases you hear a cracking or a popping sound is heard, and then they say that it turns purple and it's swollen.
Ow! Just like a break.
And they said it typically happens during sex, very vigorous sex, which anymore I'm good for about 30 seconds.
He could have been.
No, well, really, Tara? That's the motion you're going to give me right now? After you have not been here for a week, that's what you're going to do to me? Seriously?
I'm sorry, that's funny.
You did that really well, though. You must have had some practice. So here's the positions that it can happen with. As I just said, it can happen doggy style, cowgirl, are the biggest risk. You're just hitting it hard, if you will, and so to speak. Hopefully, if you're lucky enough,
you better be more
to
gentle.
you got to be more gentle. no more bull riding. You know what I mean? Just got to be. And as we get older, you got to be careful. You know what I mean? It's just what I need. It's bad enough I stub my toe. I don't need to be stubbing my penis on something. Well, now he's got me worried because I'm, if on the occasion I happen to find one in the middle of the night, if I'm lucky enough at my age, you want to be careful. So now hopefully I'll wake up beforehand.
It's the last thing you want.
Oh, wait a minute. I better kind of
stay on my side.
Just hold on there, little buddy. The fractures were 3 centimeters apart, and they were both repaired. And he actually no lasting damage. He's fine. The swelling went down after they fixed it. He's being able to pee. Now I don't know if he's done anything else. We already said how does it fracture? We already told you that. Blunt force trauma. Since 1924, 1,600 cases have been recorded worldwide. 16 instances in 2017.
Well, if you went in, would you want yours recorded?
Well, I hope they wouldn't record it, but they probably would. They said, really? That's what you fractured? How did you fracture that? You can't even see it. And, of course, Terri now doesn't give me any. She just shuts up. Boom, nothing.
I'm just, I had my chuckles over that one.
What, that I'm small?
No, over the fractured penis.
Oh. Doctors found that his penis was at an odd angle, and that's how they found out that it was broken. And how else? It says... well,
they say some people just have an odd angle.
Oh, and it says the trick to stop the injuries is to thrust quite shallowly. Is that how they'd say?
Shallow.
Oh, when you're not going... Yeah, I see. You're shallow. So you're not... And then you might miss. Yeah. And the next thing you know, you got a popping sound, and I think it'd be over by then.
Well, I think, yeah.
It'd probably be lights out,
if you're in
so
pain,
to speak.
Yeah.
Grab the ice pack. little Ron is hurting.
Head for the ER.
Head for the ER. So yeah, there's a story that make you sleep a little bit differently tonight. All right, I have two more, and then we're out. Are you ready?
Yep.
A bakery. How'd you like to be this bakery? This poor bakery. A bakery was asking its customers to check the cookies that they had bought, the people had bought, because apparently one of the bakers lost a diamond inside one of the cookies. She lost a $4,000 diamond from her ring. Where's this at? This
Did
is
it ever
in
show up?
Kansas. Well, I don't know. This just saw this today. This is new. So they were asking people that
Bought cookies.
they think that the dough ended up in the dough, the diamond ended up in the dough, and so they were asking people that bought any of their cookies to kind of, well, you got to be careful.
Well, if I
You're gonna
felt
be missing
something
a
hard, I'd
tooth.
just spit it out, and then
Hopefully not in the garbage.
yeah, probably would, because you'd think it's a rock or something, or someone's fingernail.
There's
or
a
something.
rock in my cookie.
I mean, you wouldn't think of someone.
Well, yeah, but if you are like going at it like Cookie Monster, you might be missing a tooth.
Yep.
That's going to cost you more than, well, if you find the diamond, then it'll pay for the tooth maybe.
Yeah.
But you'd have to give it back to the poor lady that lost her diamond.
Yeah, because I'm sure she's upset.
I would be. Although
I was. When
someone
I
has lost a couple
mine. Yes.
rings that I
Yeah.
don't have it. I forget her
wouldn't-
name now. I can't
wouldn't
remember
know who that would
what
be.
her name was. I lost 2 rings. Not one, but 2.
Only one had diamonds in it, though. The
other
other one
one-
was my
Oh,
mother's
that's
wedding
right.
ring.
Yeah. There wasn't diamonds in it? Was it
No, it was just
zirconia?
no. It was just a band.
That's not how you say it, is it?
It was just a band,
Zar-
and it was zirconia. I don't know,
How you say it? You're the smart one of the family. I thought you would know.
but it was a platinum.
Are we keeping you awake? Or you
I'm
all right?
sorry, I didn't know it was there.
I'm the one that should be sleepy. I haven't had any. I only finally got sleep last night after being in the
I was
hospital all night
sleeping like
long.
a rock this morning.
I have to worry about sleeping like a rock. I'm worried now.
Yeah.
Don't roll over. What if you get in the idea you want to, scooch backwards on me? You know what I mean? What I mean by that is, like, what if you want to move position? Like I'm laying on my side facing you, and you want to back up thrustily.
Now you're worried about
Then
me rolling on top of you too.
Well, either that or you thrust back.
You're gonna be paranoid now.
I'm going to be thinking about it. I have to put myself in the right position.
You'll be in ready position.
I'll
like
be, well,
warrior
you
position.
can never get in a ready position. That's the problem. So yeah, if you bought cookies at from the bakery called Sis Sweets Cookies and Cafe in Leavenworth, Kansas, which I'm sure no one's listening from down there, you might be you might have a $4,000 diamond in your cookie. So be careful if you're chomping on that. And finally, we've all been in a situation where our kids need to use the bathroom. And like this lady was at a park and she got fined because her young child needed to use a bathroom. But apparently where she was, she went to the part where she thought was bathrooms and it said there was no bathrooms. And of course, the 4-year-old just could not hold it anymore.
So she let him pee on the bush. Or
So
something.
she pulled, yeah, absolutely. She said couldn't hold it, and he did what most kids would do, took a natural pee by some weeds. She said it wasn't even seconds. 5 to 6 officers swarmed her, dominating, as she said. They're going to have to give you a ticket. It's against the law. You can't do that. And she said, well, I tried to use the bathroom. The bathroom is not available. He said, well, you should have gone in this building. I guess there was a building. But it didn't say there's bathrooms in
there.
that you could use, like public
Well,
bathroom.
then you need to post them.
So they fined her $50. And
I would fight that one.
they're not going to let up. They said they're going to have to. Now, the other restroom was 40 steps away, but there were no signs. Now there's signs on the door that this building has bathrooms, but there wasn't at the time. So she could say, well, I didn't want to go in there and
I didn't know
Maybe he
there
might
was
have peed on the
bathroom.
floor because he, 4-year-old, they got to pee.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's just how it works. Mm-hmm. So
And they wait till the last second to tell you.
sometimes they do because they play, and then by that time, they've already waited 10, 15. I've been there as a kid. You don't want to take the time to go to the bathroom, but now as you get older, I kind of look forward to going to the bathroom. Although now it's hard when Fenn's around because he's always looking for me and he'll
Where's
knock on the
Pa?
door.
Where's
You
Pa?
in there?
Where's
Well,
Pa?
I was
Where's Pa?
trying, yeah. And you can hear the door because he'll mess with the doorknob.
Oh, he just opened it on me today.
Did he?
I said, my grandma's got to go potty, Joe. I'm running in, and then I
So
was
that-
washing my hands already, but he just opened it.
So then I think, well, if he sees me, then I say I'm on the potty.
We're trying to get him interested.
And we
in
want
the
you
potty.
to sit on the potty. Maybe he would do that as a going to be 3-year-old. And you said you had him sitting on there, so that's not too bad.
Today. He actually thought
Didn't
he
make but if he makes one,
Yeah.
it's over. I'm telling you, we're good.
He told me during his bath that he had to go.
Yeah,
and I was
poopy
like,
man in
don't
tub.
go in the tub.
Yeah,
He
we
said,
had that
poopy man in
floater.
the tub, and I'm like, no, let's try to sit on the potty.
He did that
And he
floater
did.
with us when he was like 1, and I'm like, ew. And I was done. I said, I got to get out of here. That thing's just floating in the water.
Yeah, and you made me capture.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I'm not going in after it. You can go fishing for that turd. I'm not fishing for no turd. I do a lot of stuff, but I ain't fishing for turds. And then what if it just, I can see you in there trying to get it, and it keeps moving on you, it's in the water, and it just squirts out of your hand.
He had those little light up dinosaurs in there, and I was afraid I'd go to.
Oh, yeah, right.
It would have been all over the dinosaurs and everything.
Squeezing between your fingers.
Yeah.
Fingernails. Oh. Especially if he had one of those ones.
And I had Beckett in my arms, so I was
that
like,
would be even worse.
I had Beckett on my, because she was online, and he
Oh.
says, I want a bath. And so I said, okay. And so,
You didn't put him in the Beckett too in the bath.
just because
That would have been hard.
Yeah, and I might have, but I just put that cream that on his little
you don't
rash.
want to waste that.
I didn't want to waste, and so what I did was I laid him in the crib. He loves it in that crib, loves it, kicking and laughing.
Well, then they got to get him in the crib.
I
Then
know,
I think he'll
she-
sleep. I think she'll sleep. He'll sleep better.
Loved it.
So
He rolled over. He looks at his bed.
you don't think he'd sleep in there with Fenn? I think he would too. I don't think he'd wake Fenn up.
And I think if he woke up and started to cry and saw Fan laying down, he might roll over and go back to sleep.
He might. So I don't know. All right.
But you never know. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're safe, and you look nice and
I
tan.
was only 2 hours late.
Yeah.
2.5. Well,
But you made
because
it.
Janet then told him not to pick us up till 7:30. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Our flight is landing by 6:30. Why are you 7:30? Well, it'll take us an hour to get through there. We didn't check any luggage. On whose watch does it take you an hour?
Shouldn't. Oh well.
No, we waited outside as long as it took us to get outside. Actually, we waited longer outside than it took us to get to outside.
You can tell how good of a time she had coming home. Great time. No, it was good. It was all good.
She couldn't get out of bed the next morning.
Yeah, well, the airports are tough. Carrying, you said I don't know why I thought it was funny. He said I had to carry 2 bags,
Well,
and I kept thinking more
but
like
you
4
know what?
bags.
But it was even me
Dragging
out.
2 and
But to tell you the truth, it evened you out.
carrying 2.
Yeah, you're so bad. You're ornery.
3. No, I'm sorry, 2. Yeah, 4 bags. 2 on your arms and 2 dragging the other 2 to the airport.
You're so bad. You're awful.
Oh,
You're awful.
I'm in a mood because I feel like I let a really nice day go and I didn't cut grass.
Yeah, yesterday or today.
Well, I couldn't do it yesterday. I was dead tired yesterday.
I was going to do it.
And then we needed to eat. I needed
We always need our
my
nutrition.
cookies and cream ice cream that you
That
made
was really good.
that you made me
Except
get.
that one cookie went right down my throat.
See, you can't swallow. I knew it.
So gross.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for listening. I appreciate it. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Every Monday we have a new episode. And also, you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at Just Talkin, TALKIN Out Loud. And also, we have SpeakPipe, but no one's using it, which I knew they probably would. All that hard work, and no one wants to be on the air. I need to ask questions. I probably would. Oh, I did ask questions. I thought they could use SpeakPipe, but maybe I need to do it differently. I have to look at that. But anyway, it's hard. Summertime is here, and we're babysitting.
busy.
We're trying to got to open the pool here pretty soon, and get things
busy.
very busy. But we want to spend time with you, and we appreciate the time that you put in listening to us. So have a great, all that stuff. Whatever. I don't know what she's going to say. I don't know
what I'm going to say
I'm
either.
kind of thinking of all kinds of things to say, but I'm just going to say we're out.
Have a great week. I didn't know when you were done, and then all of a sudden you point at me.
Well, I didn't know. I said you're out, and I pointed to you because I thought you would say.
Have a blessed week.
Do you have anything else that you could say?
Peace out. I don't know. I could say a lot of things, but I don't.
Say them, baby. All right. Goodbye.
Bye. See you next time.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.